End zone. He's brought down at the 6 for Jesse. Takes some time, and we'll see how quickly these two guys get on the same page.
Yeah, the chemistry between he and the quarterback, I think, is what flying live. So he's got a lot of talent. He's got speed, but what does that chemistry look like with the guy throwing in the football? That's what I want to see.
Well, and the good thing is you've got tape and you've seen he's done it at the college level. Like, you already know what he is. Now it's about taking that, using his strengths. How do you use him in this offense early on in the season to really take advantage of his defense?
And the Bearcats take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. They bring the punter onto the field now. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. So Tennessee's offense will go to work for the first time today. It's not always easy to know what you're going to get when you come into a new situation as a transfer, but one thing, David, that will translate for this guy, when there's a hole, he knows how to hit it.
Yeah, and how nice is it to have a guy, man, you know exactly what he is, who he is. He's been around your program. He knows the lessons you want him to teach. He's the guy.
Into the offseason workout program knowing this day was inevitably going to come. He's going to have an opportunity in this game to stat it up. He's going to get the ball early. He's going to get it often. A lot of people really excited to see how he plays in this one.
It is a maxim of Tennessee football that you must be physical.
Physical. It's this kind of people they are, right? Tennessee people are physical. They want to do the dirty work. They're willing to do the dirty work, and you love it when your team has a bunch of grinders, a bunch of physical guys, a bunch of blue-collar guys that want to work.
There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Volunteers will line it up on 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Underwood. He caught it, and he will score! Touchdown, Tennessee! They're on the board first here in the season opener.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. But if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And it's no good. He missed the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it to punt it away from... And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
How about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Makes the grab. Good, solid tackle. The Bearcats headed quickly to the line. On the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Always a positive to put up early points, and they'll try to add to this 6-0 edge. Makes his man miss. Still making moves. They're going to ride this running back. Look out, he's got room. Made a defender miss. Hits the accelerator to the right. Touchdown, Volunteer. He got it loose, and it was lights out after that.
Yeah, And now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they can become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he makes the extra point. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown. So the kickoff team will come out after they turned in a score on that last drive. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. The coverage team maintained his discipline, not much doing on that return. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. Let's talk a little bit about Sam Houston. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy.
He'll off one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Bearcats will send out the punt unit. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Got it near midfield. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Throws to the tight end. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. So now it's second and long. To throw, it's Underwood. Fires to the big fella. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And the Volunteers will hustle to the line. They're going to go to the air on third and short. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Finds a man on the right. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Trying to rumble in.
You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
And the extra point is good, and the lead moves to 20. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Leaves it with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's second and 11. Power football with the run. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. Touchdown, Bearcats!
quarterback's ability to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He's not afraid to go deep. And that will fall incomplete, and we have played one. Boy, they tried to end the first quarter on a high note to no avail. Second quarter's coming. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. The Vols getting set on 1st and 10. To throw again. Fires to the middle. With a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Bearcats are in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And the Bearcats will punt it away on fourth down. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. They'll go back to work on offense. Off the play fake on first down. Going right and going deep. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their head. They're going to be expecting...
Lost one deep down the right side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Dances away to buy time. Takes a hit as he fires. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. Looking to throw on first down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. And the Vols have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. He's going to fire deep. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Tennessee.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he splits the uprights on the extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Purdue looked like a program ready to take the next step after a big road win today. This was a complete team effort from the Boilermakers. Offense, defense, and special teams all doing its part. Heck of a showing. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
From the gun, running back on the move. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. On 3rd and long, try and have a big completion here.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback, give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. He gets a block. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. So here is the Tennessee offense. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That pass breaks into the open. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Give him 105 yards on the ground, and that will put him over 100, and what a way to start the season. Finds a little space. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. The Volunteers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They are dialed in on this drive, a couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. They'll go to the toss. Nice move to keep running. Touchdown, Volunteer! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And how about this offense? Man, they must have used fall camp perfectly. Coming out firing on all cylinders, smooth, in a rhythm. Great start to the year by this offense.
And the extra point was good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Sam Houston, 7.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Quarterback just flat, missed it, incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And
he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Grabs the screen around all kinds of defenders.
That's interference off offense.
Will wonders never cease if you're a defensive guy? They called PI on the offense this time. Give to the single back. I'm not sure he made it out of the end zone, and it is a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20.
Free kick out of bounds.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
Let's go, right.
Looking to pass. It's Underwood. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. And the Volunteers come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on first down. He tries to take the top off. Grabs it inside the 10. Touchdown ball. Oh, that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good to finish things off. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive.
Sam Houston, 7.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. To the air on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Hand off from the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. On third down, he drops to throw. Finds the tight end. He'll be brought down at about the 18-yard line. Not enough to move the sticks. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, many thanks. Happy to provide a break in the action to kind of pour over exactly what has transpired so far. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to start the second half.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. On the run from inside his own 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Fires to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. Big gain on that one as he stepped out of bounds with a first down.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
The feel of this whole drive changed on that last big play. They've got it 1st and 10 outside the 30. Looking downfield on first down. Dances away. He'll pull it down. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Tennessee! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. Let's see what he can do with the return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle.
As
is not what you want out of that kick return. If you're that return guy, you've got to make something happen. You've got to be able to make a guy miss. That's why you're back there in the first place, because of your athleticism, but you have got to be able to generate better field position on that kickoff return.
This is a tough part of the field. You want to try to create some space and give yourself an opportunity not to throw out of your own end zone. They didn't hold up with protection. They give up the sack, but thank goodness they didn't give up a safety.
The Bearcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, you're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Steps away. All kinds of time before he fires right.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a...
Into the house. Touchdown Volunteers.
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown, throwing the football. In the last play, they got the explosive. They get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last 2 plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Nebraska is up big right now in what's shaping up to be a blowout they'll be talking about in Lincoln for some time. They're up 14 over Northern Illinois. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Bears offense ready to go back to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Under fire. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense trying to take it back. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job of ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
They are so close to a score, they can smell it on the first play of the drive. 1st and goal. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. The throw. Trying to barrel in. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Wants to go up top. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that is the play this defense had to have. Did you look in the secondary right there? I mean, he was open, guys. Like, that would have been a touchdown, and this defense got to the quarterback, hit him as he's throwing the football.
And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown ball.
Yeah, and you fail involved on first and second, but on third down, you give it to the big fullback, and he does the rest. Lower the shoulder, lower the pads, run physical, and get in that end zone.
64, Sam Houston, 7.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something, put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer. You need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
Here's the handoff. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on third down. They're working that left side. He won't get there. It'll bring up fourth down. And the Bearcats send out the punt unit. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the returner is stopped. So here is the Tennessee offense. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on first and 10. The toss sweep to the right. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Jefferson. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Snap's going to come from the 23 on first and 10. Looking for space. It's Lewis. Can't get him to the ground. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are first and goal. Looking for the goal line. He found some running room, but needed just a few inches more to put it in the end zone. Trying to barge their way in. Touchdown, Tennessee! And they take it in for 6 more points. He has spent a lot of time in that end zone at an absolute assault on the scoreboard.
No doubt about it. And guess what? I get to make a lot of highlights. I can copy and paste all of these touchdowns, show everybody the game I had. The defense, well, you're just going to have to shake your head because you've been getting dominated.
On the move from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Running back searching for a hole. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. Wants to fire on second down.
Well, this offense keeps giving up sacks, and they keep finding themselves in situations like this, 3rd and long right now. They don't have many points in this game, and this is a big reason why. It's hard to score if you don't keep the third downs manageable. So moving forward, whether it's running the football on first and second or throwing short passes earlier in the drives, they've got to change things up because taking sacks like this is killing this offense.
So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Makes the grab close to the logo. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This should be the last play of the quarter. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the wideout. It's incomplete, and we'll change into the field now. We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Sends it back in motion. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Going for the big play. Touchdown, Volunteer! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
They'll try to add another to their lead. Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off.
78, Sam, 7.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Out of the gun, the inside give. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Caught in the backfield, it's Ingram. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. The Bearcats will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt.
A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. And he's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't...
Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown ball! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
And this always is the point, and the defense better do something.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Marshall is ahead right now in Huntington, but that's not exactly Randy Moss out there controlling this game. Things are on... Away from being over. They're up by 8 over Western Michigan. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Quarterback on the keeper. And this one will be stopped for no gain. It'll be 3rd and long.
Really nice job by the defense playing responsibility football, making sure the quarterback couldn't make any of his reads, making sure the picked
off. What a play to set him up. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Tennessee. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You've got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
From the gun, the ground game. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Tackled behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense. The Bearcats will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Catches it at the 30. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. To throw on 1st down. Time to take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. You have a big lead in the 4th quarter. When you do that, the only explanation for it is you're trying to send a message by sticking in another touchdown.
Yeah, insane.
Going for the big play. He's got it inside the 25. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the 4th quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots.
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And here's the return. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. The give from the gun. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much, they need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back. The next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, oof, it was not a good day.
Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. So here is the Tennessee offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here.
Oh, he wants it all. And it's knocked away.
I know lots went wrong, but like just live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
And the offense comes up short on 3rd down, but I tell you what, they've still had a good day. There's so many positives to point to. I'll be interested to see if they go for it here on 4th down. They don't have to. They got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, shown a variety of all kinds of things. Now it's just about how they want to finish.
The Vols want to crank the tempo. Use the play fake, now to throw. On the run, deep down the right side. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Give to the big fullback. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead.
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining. Third and goal, where defensive coordinators have to make a stand. The give to the fullback. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. This drive comes down to this on 4th and goal. Sticks it in his belly. The give to the fullback. He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead. That drive covered 55 yards for the score. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. From inside the 15, here comes the return. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And after this play, the cake will be baked. To the air, it's Moon. Bringing the heat. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to